Okay guys, I'm going to do a video about my current state of mind regarding my progress in life. As I want to be someone who's very hardworking, very productive, and I've really had a revelation about how to maximise this. So, I have a dissertation for university that I've got to write. I've got another month to finish it. I'd say I'm nearly there. But anyway, I was doing a little bit of it today, and I wasn't really getting very much done, and I felt a lot of resistance about doing it. And I actually stopped working quite early, because I've got a new kind of protocol for dealing with how I work. And I'm aware that some of this sounds a bit silly and a bit copy, but I do think it's true. Basically, what I thought was part of the reason why I'm feeling so much resistance to working, because basically I've got a job at this nightclub, right, and they're very late hours, obviously, and they sorry about that. Yeah, and they still got very late hours, right? So I'm finishing work very late, like getting to bed at about 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'd done this. I'd had a few shifts this week back to back, and it's really weird because I know testosterone is based on a lot of it's based on sleep, right? So if you get a good night's sleep, you have a lot of testosterone in your system. And the inverse is obviously true as well. So if you don't sleep very well, you don't get very much testosterone. And anyway, after like, I can't remember if two or three shifts anyway of going to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, like I've woken up a bit like the past few, and I went out at the weekend for a friend's birthday. And anyway, the past few weeks, the past few days, I just felt like someone's taken a tap and just poured out all my testosterone, all my sort of drive. And it's really not nice. And coincidentally, I started watching a lot of videos about testosterone. And maybe this is the wrong attitude to go about working. But I actually thought, like, you know what? In a couple of days, because basically, I'll go on to what my plan is, but my plan is to start getting up earlier, so I'm not working for a while now because it's the holidays, and I'm going back home. I'm going to get my body clock on a much better routine, maybe even the best it's ever been on in my life. And so I think when that happens, when I start waking up with the sun and stuff like that, I think my discipline's going to be through the roof, and it's going to be laughable how much more I'm going to be able to get done in a couple of days' time, when I even just start to adjust my sort of sleep schedule. So yeah, I kind of thought, like, you know what, today can be a bit of a write-off, and all that energy I'm focusing on getting a little bit of this done, I could just focus instead on maximising the conditions for testosterone inside me. Now, this kind of sounds like a bit of cope, because, you got to do the hard work, even when you don't feel like it. And I've got a bit of sympathy for that. The thing is, I think my only excuse for that is I'm quite ahead of the game with the dissertation anyway. And, so in a sense, I can let a few days go by, but the other thing is, like, I honestly think if I just really get the external things around really working, then sort of temporary things like, you know, doing a dissertation or whatever it is, working on a business, working a 9 to 5, that will just take care of itself. And that's not really for me to worry about. What I should be worrying about instead is just the everything else in place, that my health's in place, so that I can work really effectively. And yeah, I just think a bit of work in, you know, stopping stuff in time and just reorganising the tracks will just save you so much aggro in the future. You know, instead of just having like a few, you know, 2 coffees and then just powering on through the work. Sometimes you can just say, you know what, just let today go, and in the future, you know, and I'll just get a good night's sleep, and tomorrow I'll just absolutely kill it. I mean, I can't think with music. Obviously I gave that up for my own self-improvement. But I think, like, how much I've improved now. Like, if I wanted to go back into music, I would just absolutely ravage everyone else in the music scene, because my sort of discipline and my testosterone and my, you know, just the routine I've got, I just think I know I'm doing so much better than I did before. Not you know, it's not a case of experience or anything. It's just my brain just works better. You know, I just think about things more clearly and more logically, and you know, okay, maybe before I was slightly more in the music scene, I was slightly more practiced, but I just think that's a superficial level of ability I had would just be run over by just the sheer clarity of mind that I have now. I still don't think I've got an amazingly clear mind. I think, you know, this is just the beginning. And, you know, 6 months down the line, I think my hope is I'll just be unstoppable, because I've just got this protocol for my health and, you know, hormone optimization and discipline just absolutely down to the T, and everything will just fall into place. So yeah, that's where my head's at the moment with it.